Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back again to TeamSport in Sheffield. Now, as you can probably tell by the title of this video, this was a very disappointing visit. The track was full with 20 karts and it was just non-stop yellow and red flags. In this first session I got 2 clear laps, that was it. 2 flags entirely on the green flag. The rest of the laps had some form of delay, whether that was a red flag or a yellow flag. I thought twice about releasing this video, maybe just taking a little break before getting the next one out instead, which is yet to be recorded. But I decided I'd put it up anyway, because when you do these open adult race sessions where it's not just sticking to members, this is sometimes what happens, and there's no point hiding the bad visits and only showing you the good. So here's the video anyway. There probably won't be much commentary because there really is very little that goes on. There was a point where I was having a reasonably decent battle, but I kept getting stuck behind traffic at the wrong position, as you just saw there, and it got to me. I got out of the car, out of this first session, really disappointed with how it had gone. As I pulled into the pits, I managed to glance at the screen and see my best lap time, my fastest lap from that session, and I was annoyed. I knew it wasn't going to be overly fast, but yeah, it was heartbreaking to see that I've set that as a time. So we're just driving around. This guy's waved me through, which was nice of him. He'd managed to sneak past as I got stuck behind the cart. And then I pulled back up to him, and I think I did make a little bit of contact with him as well. But yeah, he's waving me on through. He's pulled up alongside me here, which, yeah, maybe he shouldn't have gone quite that far, but because I think he probably was far enough behind to stop before going up the ramp. But we'll see. So back under green flags, but you can already see this lap is going to be a slow one. That first lap was incredibly slow. Yeah, this is how this session went. So this kart in front now, kart number 10, she paced me quite well. I was faster, but I never really had much of an opportunity to get past. We had a good chat afterwards. She was another member as well, so we'd already chatted before going out on track while the others were in their briefing. There was 4 of us, 5 of us maybe, who were members, and the rest were all in the briefing room. So we were chatting away. But yeah, you can just see this traffic. I did like this, where we've both gone around the outside and made it work, and I've just managed to tuck up the inside through this bit. And at some point she gets back in front again. I think it's a little way up. And then once she does get in front, I don't think I get back past again after that. At least I'll take a dive. Oh yes, that cart there. Sorry. If you spin out in front of me when we're all going flat out, there's only so much I can do. I tried to stop as quickly as I could and just hope you were fine. that sort of side-on impact can either really hurt or it doesn't hurt much at all, so hopefully it was the latter in his case. I always wave a hand in apology, as I had on that one, and hopefully that's fine as we come into another red flag. You can see the marshal running down the track. And not too much longer later, he comes back. And we go straight back under those yellow flags, quickly releasing into the green flags. So you can see that queue of karts coming around the first corner there. But thankfully, that's behind me. Now, obviously, TeamSport say that 20 karts on this track is fine, and generally it is. But on a session like this, we were quite unfortunate. I think there were 4 or 5 karts at the back that their lap times were more than 1 minute 30 on their fast laps. And when you've got 4 or 5 karts like that, doing that sort of pace, I think that's when you get most of the issues. I got caught out by another kart, but unfortunately they then run wide, and that was a bit of a mess through there. But yeah, when you get 4 or 5 karts that are all lapping slowly, especially if they manage to bunch up together, that's when you get sessions like this. Those who aren't that confident, I'm not saying they shouldn't be on the track, I'm not saying that at all in the slightest, but those who aren't as confident and don't want to go as fast but still enjoy themselves, that's fine. But when they bunch up together, that's when you get sessions like this where you've got lots of stops, red flags, because people are trying to come past them quickly, and they make a mess of it. That's why you get all these stops, unfortunately. And as I say, that is just the downside to running in the open sessions. At some point, I will make it work that I can do member sessions. I want to do some of the member events on Thursday nights, not just the Grid 3 for 2 Monday nights. I want to try doing some of the other events as well. I think that will be fun and would make a good video. I've certainly got my eyes at some point on doing one of the 50 lap races on a Saturday or Sunday morning. But I've just got to make sure with those that I can cope 50 minutes on track. My fitness level has certainly increased since I've started going twice a month even. And yeah, hopefully some point soon I'll be at a point where I feel confident that I can do 50 minutes on track and that kart slam the brakes on whilst on the apex there. And as you can see, kart number 10 has managed to get back in front of me again. There are certainly some places where she pulls away quicker, and certainly some places where I catch up. And one of those is definitely up the ramps. Thankfully, she wasn't so confident about going around the outside there, and I managed to stay on the back in this case. But in other laps, she absolutely pulled away through there. She chose to go up the ramp, as did one of the others. But I know here we can stop. The briefing video does say don't stop on the ramps, and if you're at the bottom of a ramp, go up it. But as far as I'm concerned, I wasn't at the bottom of the ramp there, and I was fine stopping there. If I was closer to the metal strip, then I would consider myself on the ramp and I would have gone up it, because I wouldn't have been able to get the momentum to go up it. But when you're that far away, I think, as you saw, you can get up it fine. So I think it's fine to stop there. As we're fighting through fast back markers, we've made our way through. We're now into one of the laps where we actually got green flag the entire way round. fact, I think it was my faster of the two. Indeed, it was for 1 minute 6.5. Now, if I thought my 1 minute 2s were disappointing, only being able to set a 1 minute 6 really hurt. Now, thankfully, kart number 10 there was slower than that. She did a 1 minute 7. So clearly I'd dropped back a bit at the beginning of the lap and gained throughout the rest of the lap to make up my time there, because we set our fastest laps on the same lap as well. But yeah, that still hurt. Now 1 minute 6.5 was 5th overall, so not awful when there are 20 karts out there and some of them they had more clean air. Let's say they had more clearer track. They were just lucky with their positioning, I think would be fair to say. I experimented a little bit where I could. Obviously that I had no results to decide whether it was working or not. I was experimenting with different braking points and that's one that I got wrong. This final lap here is the other green flag lap, and I think I just made far too many mistakes, and that's why I was a little bit slower. Obviously I've got all the traffic ahead as well, which doesn't help. But yeah, making mistakes. This corner I've definitely decided that late apex line is the way to go. I don't want to round that one off. This, I think I've got the hang of now. Taking a wider line and actually not using the brakes and just letting the car slow itself down with a little bit of understeer. I got hit there and then there was the bang, so I was looking around but I couldn't see why. That was an odd one. But yeah, I've gone confidently around the outside of kart 10 there, but got caught out by kart 19, and then nowhere to go behind 24 except into the back of him, and kart number 10 slides it back up the inside. And over the line for the final time with a 1 minute 8.9, and then frustrating, I've done what I don't want to do and I've gone diving up the inside of her there. I apologised with my hand, and again I spoke to her afterwards because actually there'd been a few bits of contact between us, so I apologised for that anyway, because I don't like to do the unnecessarily rough racing. So thanks for joining me. I did put this video up, sorry it's not that entertaining. Please do give it a like anyway. Thanks for those of you who have subscribed to the channel. If you haven't already, please consider doing so. Turn on those notifications, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.